somebody needs to hear the reality check that I gave myself months ago, especially if you're a conservative. Dan Bongino blocked me on Twitter today. Have never had an interaction with Dan Bongino. Never even listened to his show. But he pops up every now and then on my stuff on Twitter. And I noticed how he was telling people, you're a piece of shit. You know, I'm paraphrasing. I'm better than you. I can't copy and send the tweet because he blocked me at this point. And this is not the first time he's done this. So I had stated in a tweet that if this is Dan Bongino, who I absolutely support for his service to our country, his views, his values, I'm losing respect for the guy because you don't punch down, especially if you're a man of his position. Now, I'm a counterpuncher. I'll say some fucking shit, but you got to hit me first, right? I don't know if you conservatives have noticed this, but remember that the internet has made it a very easy place for people to think they're tough guys. You know, several of you will talk tough, but you'll be spitting teeth. You know, if you ever say this to your whoever you're focusing at in the real world, I don't know if you need to hear this, but online is ruining countless of you. If you look at people like Dan Bongino, look at Stu Peters, look at Morgan Ariel. Look at the people online who are conservatives, and I'll call these people out, and they are so full of vitriol. Even I Am Rocky Red Pill. I stopped following him, who I thought we had a pretty much cordial relationship, after seeing him post in my own comment section, "This is the stupidest thing you've ever posted, bro," and then goes on and then just disrespects me in my own comment section after forming a relationship with me. Here's my point. I don't care about any of it, right? I don't care, but I want you to think about something, because this shit was eating me alive for quite a fucking while. When you have nowhere to channel your aggression, it's going to go to the path of least resistance, like water flows or like electricity goes. And I have to wonder if over the last several years, how many of us thought that Daddy Trump was going to fix everything in the world. It didn't go the way we wanted to. We have seen the leftists push and push and push, and our government has had us take it. And since we can't seem to push back against the fucking leftists, have you noticed lately how conservatives are eating their own and they're attacking one another? And every conservative, for the most part, who happens to have an aggressive, dominant personality, is starting to piss on their territory more now than they were before on other people who are considered alphas and leaders and strong. Guys, this is social media. I really, truly wish you understood that social media does not benefit most of us monetarily one fucking bit, especially when it comes to our political views. All of my monetization comes from entertainment. It comes from martial arts. It comes from other content. It does not come from anything political. I'm telling you, if you're in a position where you're idolizing people who are fucking sucking off whatever politician you think is the man or the woman, ask yourself, is that who you are? Because I had to. I don't know if I'm going to vote in the next election. And it's not for lack of supporting Trump. I didn't support DeSantis. I just don't know what I'm going to do just yet, because both sides, especially conservative side, of which I considered myself a part of, are fucking just completely off their asses. And conservatives, instead of coming together to take on what we consider, which is destroying our country, leftism, we're fucking eating our own. We're eating our own. It's just something to think about. Dan Bongino, have no fucking clue who you are, but if you're a man who's got a radio show that millions listen to, and you're threatened by somebody else and you call them a piece of shit online, that's punching down. You're at the highest status where anybody you hit, you're punching down, right? You want to block little old me? It does nothing for me, man. I mean, shit, holy God, fucking, I'm a drop in the bucket compared to you. Other people, Stu Peters, Morgan Ariel, passing on your Christianity with such fucking vile hatred. What the hell is wrong with you guys? You're eating your own. Excuse me. Point being is, guys, it might be time to unplug for a little bit. Just let everything go by, and I don't give a shit. If you're following me for political content, my political affiliation or ideas, they ebb and flow, and they don't fucking define me. There's so much more to that. Make sure you're not letting that shit define you too as well, because if that's the case, then the country's over. There's nothing to fucking fight for, because you haven't been fighting for yourself at all during this whole time. You've been fighting for political figures who don't give a fucking shit about you. You tell me Donald Trump gives a fuck about you? DeSantis gives a fuck about you? Any of them do? They don't know if you're going to live or die, and they don't give a shit at all. That's it, guys. Just fucking unplug for a while.